There are two runs in particular I'm really looking to do once I'm Inventor. One is a good slamming one because it feels like it's been ages since I've done one. Not much choice there. Yeah, navigation inflation is kind of cool, but let's just take the enhanced. It's extremely good. And the second one is using the new activator because I think new activator is quite solid. It actually provides you a lot of damage, and there are a lot of orbs that really do appreciate that kind of damage boost. Not specifically activate orb though. I would also happily accept anything that does like all of the usual next Orby Fire stuff, because all of that stuff is really fun and actually pretty strong as well, so that's cool. Like making orbs bouncy is good, giving orbs extra multi-ball is good, and extra AoE, yeah, sign me up. I'd say the best one here is one of these two. Unfortunately, it looks like I get Adventurine. Not the one I was aiming for, but it should work out just fine. Refresh course is just so nice to have access to. Perfect. Bomb steel plus 20 damage, not bad. I'm really happy they buffed that one. It's just very dull at 15. Alright, a few of our passives aren't exactly doing much this fight. Which is kind of unfortunate. I was really hoping to get a refresh there. Looks like we're taking at least one hit. Wait, where's my plus 10? Where's my... It's 10. Well, that's quite rude. Pretty sure I should have another plus 10 there. Oh, okay. I just couldn't tell. That makes much more sense. It's kind of unfortunate. Yep, so there's the one hit, and there's the two hit. Rough. But if that could hit the refresh, that would just be lovely. Probably should have discarded because this should almost certainly be a splat orb shot. Luckily it doesn't matter too much because that plus 40, now plus 50 peg really came in handy. Okay, that's unfortunate because it does disincentivize me going to the store. But a 3-6? I mean, that just seems fine. Sash, wow, that is such a good pickup. We're more than fine to take the hits there if we pick up a sash. Really pleased with that. Yeah, that is kind of unfortunate though because these two are an amazing pickup. Ambi, for sure it's Ambi. It's either Ambi or I have Turtle. Actually not Roundguard here, which is kind of shocking. Although I am versing Mole. Well, let's just take I have Turtle. I think Ambi is probably the most oh wait, there's the one as well. Ugh. Yeah, this is actually really tough. Because, like, Lightning Orb, especially with the Activator benefits, that sounds nuts. Like these two? Okay, I'm actually convincing myself more and more. These two, and then what? We have how many Battle Orbs in our deck? Quite a few. And removal. I think we won't take the Lightning Orb just yet. I think it's a cool idea in general, but yeah, I think maybe it's not that. I don't know, it's a really tough call. Hopefully you'll find some healing, duplicate, unfortunate. Unfortunate. I really do want to see the new activator, but it's really benefited by Scheme of Originality, so can't really do that. Also, all of this navigation has been pretty forced. Like, I'm sure I could try and take this shot. I just don't think that's the wisest idea. That's really good, to be honest. Mimic. I don't know why I knew that was Mimic, though. I don't know, it just felt like it was Mimic fight, you know what I mean? Like, no way gives me basically 3 question marks in a row. Like, how many passives do I have already? Am I even going to the store? It's a good question. I really want to hit this crit, so let's try and miss it. Down. 500 health certainly is a decent amount. It's going to drain quite a bit of our health, especially considering the fact that this shot sucks. Oh wow, it did not suck. Nice. Especially considering the fact that I've got an elite next fight. That's pretty rough. At least we have a decent pebble shot here. Pretty decent, I'd say. I think that should just finish things up. Down to 29 health though. Pretty impressive. Balance, short stack, shrewd skills, safety net. I think there's only one pick here, which is safety net. It's quite solid. Depending on how this fight goes. This is looking very decent, isn't it? Actually, I do get an early kill, which might not be the most beneficial thing, but holy, look at this damage, right? Exactly the kind of thing we're aiming for. Oh, I missed the crit, damn. I was really hoping to bounce and hit the crit. Interesting. Never done that reverse shot before. Let's get a quick kill on you. Hitting a crit there is also pretty amazing. Roll, got a crit. Next shot should definitely be a kill. Oh, it was not. Oops. I think that should have definitely been a kill there. Maybe I'll try and pop it here. Seems a bit risky at this point, doesn't it? I can only take one hit is the problem, so I can't pop it here, but I could pop it post-combat. Which means I can't take a heal though. That's a bit too spicy, isn't it? Oh well. No, there's a bar. I don't have good enough AoE to do anything too crazy though. Don't I just take the Balm, no heal. Upgrade Balm. Would upgrade Activate or not upgrade Balm? Balm upgrade's really not that useful though. But it is definitely upgrade Balm. Okay. And we don't take the heal here. Recombobulator, that's nice. Now I need to take this fight. Uh-huh. This should be pretty fine. Just need to not get a bomb next shot, right? Oh, damn. Safety. So how do I deal with this? A lot of venting, that's how. Okay, that is exceptionally spicy, but let's just do it. I want the benefits quite badly. I don't die here, right? I don't even get popped. They don't deal damage after me after this point, though. Yeah, okay, that is absolutely crazy, but yeah, let's just... Bobble. Bob seems very, very decent. I'll take a bobble. It's kind of unfortunate I can't get more upgrades then, but I will. So, 32 health basically to take out Slime. Is that enough? I mean, more. Probably not. We'll have to see. They're fine placements. Fine. Nothing too crazy. Decent damage there. Nice not to have the damage there. Really good. Although that does mean that that happens. I think we just dropped this hit. Wow, did we just do this? Well, that is pretty epic. Pretty epic indeed. What more can you ask for? A rubber absorb? Upgrade on this is amazing. Like, really, really good. Yeah. Exceptional, and we'll take a rubber absorb. As I said, I wanted rubber absorb. Matyaska shell. It is definitely kind of unfortunate. See, this is the kind of reason why I say that it's so nice picking that kind of stuff up. I think it is Matyaska shell here. We have some interesting stuff going on, that's for sure. Oh, and we have super safety because of Sash. Super cool. Sure, sure. Let's get some bombs active. Oh, I don't even need any healing, do I? Nice. It's really good, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, sure. Wow, that is a lot of elites. Kind of unfortunately can't grow to most of them. I should probably save some cash up though. This was extremely interesting. Having to fight the Mimic there, which by the way, it's been a while since I fought the Mimic, so that was a cool fight. But that one certainly drained my health to the point where I needed to do some very funny things. But I got my sash proc, which is pretty incredible. Ah, 0-2, that is actually unfortunate. So it sounds like the upgrade on it would be pretty amazing. Having all of this crit synergy is just so nice. Maybe I shouldn't shoot a 0-0, but who cares? It seems like it did pretty well. Airclaw. Airclaw's always decent, especially with all of the modification stuff we've got going on. Like, it seems extra decent with Activate Orb, doesn't it? Like, that just seems like a very, very solid combo. Let's just make some bombs. Seems decent. Ah, damn. I was trying to fire fast as well as get a discard in. I handled one of them. Boom, let's get those bombs back. Nice, full health. Very decent cash as well. Navigation should also be simple. I would basically always take rubble there, except I do want to kind of save for this cash because I don't really have... That's not an amazing shot, but whatever. Don't really have the most cash to work with. Alright, this is decent for us. I want to shoot on my Splat Orb, because if the Splat Orb gets a crit, which is now twice as likely, about 3 times as likely even, then it's very, very decent damage. And we do kind of just want to close out this fight pretty fast, because the longer the fight drags on is less advantageous for yourself. Let's shoot a bomb. Extra bouncy. Oh, whoops. Nice work. Yeah, having the Ambi is just super nice because we haven't really done the most removing from our deck at all. And it really just helps counteract that. We should be able to get some plus damage here. Not too much, apparently. We've got some very decent upgrades to do in our deck as well. Ooh, Refresher is so good. But also Betsy's Hedge is actually pretty amazing. I think somehow it might be Betsy's Hedge here. I think I'll take Betsy's Hedge. Betsy's Hedge activated is not something I considered previously. That actually sounds super interesting, doesn't it? Like, that's just so cool. Because, of course, all damage is going to be continued over. That's really nice. We definitely want to get a remove in, and we don't care about suffer, so it makes this very easy. Special Button is an amazing pickup. Yes, we may have Betsy's Hedge, but it is just an amazing pickup. Technically, I can not aim at crits and it would be amazing. Yeah, I was completely correct. It seems to be working out immediately, so that's extremely nice. And even if we hit a crit, I suspect it'll still be doing exceptionally well because we're playing for mental originality. Bombs are giving cash. Thank you. No navigation inflation, but that's still a very decent chunk. We can definitely take post-combat damage. Thanks to Solemn Sash. No targeting orbs, so a certain fight might have been extremely annoying. I'll just shoot an exceptional bobble, that sounds fun. Like, look at how decent damage this bobble is, it's just a 15-2. And that's because of the fun interaction between Betsy's Hedge and Activate Orb, which is the main reason why I picked up Betsy's Hedge. It's actually just so cool. And like, sure I hit a crit, so I didn't get to use my 8 times multiplier effectively. But I think that's still just more than worth it. We're tearing through them as well. Those bombs also deal with ridiculous levels of damage, which is nice. And it's not a surprise when you've got Recombobulate. Oh my god. We're definitely just taking Grinding Monster. Our healing at this point is pretty fine. Oh, I uncollected cash there. Yeah, it's unfortunate we missed out one fight, but whatever. It actually may be more than one fight, it's just Oh no, I'm fine with that. Gives me some time to do some upgrading, eh? No short fuse just yet, but I will still be going for this. I probably could have gotten that, but I will. I don't care too much. This is a good fight for us. Try and get some bombs going. We've got so many good upgrades in our deck. kind of crazy. If we get an activate off here, it's really massive damage on this Peglin. And I'd say I did aim pretty well to not hit a crit, so I didn't hit a crit. Instigator, are we just taking everything? Let's just take everything. Sounds kind of funny, right? Because like we just upgrade them to the point where they have bad text every single time. Puppet Popping Con. I mean, do I really need to explain why I'm taking Popping Con there? Healing is pretty good, especially when we have constantly increasing max HP. This is incredible, by the way. As well as half damage. Yep. Being that Taunt Slash area 1 make a huge difference. Surprise, surprise. You know, Taunt Slash is pretty good. Focus how it goes. That's useful. Still find it so funny how long I didn't know about that. That's just because that's the way I like to play the game. I think it's much more interesting. Like, yeah, I could shoot Instigator, but I just don't care. Alright, lots of like damage boosts would be interesting. Even just like level 3 activator is just a really good upgrade, isn't it? Like, there's just so much I can do. Let's get a bouncy bob going. Sounds fun. Oh, you know what? Actually, we could just do this. I don't know, this seems pretty solid, doesn't it? There's not really a good place for us to shoot without... Like we're basically just hitting it there. That's what I'm saying. Also, you are most certainly dead. It's just nothing about that. Way too much bomb damage for you. Instigator level 3 is very tempting, but probably not as tempting as that, right? That's just so tempting. Touching on Pierce or a bunch of stuff is a really good idea. Glorious Suffering is potentially... It's not as cool as one would expect. Faraday's Fate is quite cool, sure. Let's just take a Faraday's Fate, should be decent. Yeah, so I think safety regulations could have been like extremely interesting there, but I don't know. I feel like taking Faraday's Fate there was actually like really, really good. And obviously our bombs are actually dealing a pretty impressive amount of damage as well, so we kind of wanted to maintain that as well. But we do have a lot of damage which is just being blasted straight into the first enemy. And I think Regulations is a pretty incredible passive. I think that if you can pick it up and you're going to get use out of it, you probably should pick it up because it's quite solid. This is definitely a situation where Faraday's Fate is quite good though. Since Pegulations, I'd say, is generally a pretty good first passive, because you have more time to find the setup you want for it. You know, like you're not picking up the usual targeting orb stuff that you would normally be doing. Whereas Faraday's Fate is a really good second boss passive. Should be a good rubber absorb shot. Decent, yeah. Mostly because, you know, a lot of the time you want to be hitting tons and tons of pegs, so the chance that you actually pop Faraday's Fate before getting to the final boss, if you take it as your first boss passive, is slightly higher than one would like, especially on a class such as Experimenter, where multi-ball is pretty prevalent. I probably should have aimed a bit better, shouldn't I, because it's not like it's vitally important, but making sure that I can go the way I want is quite important. Instigator level 3 is obviously incredible, I really want to upgrade that. Having an on-discard effect, like, sign me up. Especially when I have double discard. So what the next important upgrades? Bob-up upgrades are really good, bump upgrades are no longer necessary, and Rubber Absorb so that it becomes bouncy is a very, very solid upgrade for sure. Cool stuff. So we're doing double shot later? Yeah, we can afford that too. Sounds good. No navigation inflation, but we do have bomb skip gold. Haven't yet found a short fuse either. So next orb is an AoE. Okay. I mean, this is pretty silly, right? Like, it's an 8-4 AoE. Wow. This is exactly what I wanted to test out. Sure, you could very easily make the argument that Ambidextionary is doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but still. It's just exceptionally nice. EPR next rubber absorb is bouncy. Yeah, we also have just such amazing healing. Like, we could honestly and honestly should remove the Balm from my deck if we get the opportunity. Ring of Reuse, I'll pass. This is definitely not a Ring of Reuse kind of deck. What, Rubber Orb? Yeah, Rubber Orb. I don't know. Because ideally the orb that we want to do it for is an orb that is... like, extremely low damage, but some form of multiplication. So yeah, Lightning Orb's a good target. And technically, you know, like, Rubble, part of what makes Rubble so amazing is the massive damage it comes bundled with. So like, yeah, it's a good pickup, but I don't know if it's the pickup that I should be doing. Do I get to choose here? Yes. In that case, let's just grab a tiny bit of cash because I can. After all, I do want, what, 2 more upgrades on Rubber Orb? Don't actually... Yeah, 2 more upgrades on Rubber Orb, for sure. Man, the fact that we managed to find such a solid refreshing base so early on was just incredible, honestly. Actually, so handy. Also, look at that, 33 damage bubble. And that's normal damage despite the fact that I'm not even playing the item. Like, that's pretty nuts. I am interested to see what Generator can do, but let's be real, if I'm picking up Generator, I should probably just be picking up like a Lightning Orb instead. Since having a strong immediate hit is probably better. Also, Pegbag there, incredible. We don't exactly need more refreshing, but let's be honest, who's complaining? Refreshing is one of the strongest things you can do, plus he's so much extra damage. Especially when we have refilibusting now. Very solid damage. First person again. Why can't I see it? Oh, hello. Look, Questionable definitely does fit the bill for like an orb that deals extremely low damage, and would love to have damage boost, but the problem with it loving to have a damage boost is that it kind of needs to actually deal damage in the first place for that. Not the best shot, but whatever. It's not like it really matters. Alright, so we have a Bouncy Bobble, that sounds very decent. Bouncy Bobble could get a lot done, really depends on where this refresh is going to end up. Because, yeah, there's not much left right now. It's a shame I couldn't discard the activator. Is this the AoE? Yeah. That's pretty nice. I wonder what the orb... like, am I just not going to... Am I not going to do an orb? That's an interesting question. Wait, did I forget to upgrade? Oops. I think I was meant to upgrade that. Oh well. I plan on doing 2 removes, so... technically, Splatter level 3 is better than Balm level 3, right? Sure, I can do that. It does mean that I wasted a bit of cash, but it really doesn't matter. Since technically all cash that's not spent is wasted, but... it doesn't make it any less fun to still collect it up. Yeah, Believation is a no. Jack-o'-lantern is actually interesting. But yeah, let's just send the upgrades that I really want to be doing. I don't know if Bubblebee's included in that. Oh, Bubblebee's included in that, sure. And let's be honest, if I have the cash, I should do it anyway. Ooh, although I actually am running out of the cash now. Yeah, I'll run out. We're definitely just taking Cookbook. I mean, let's be honest, we have... money. We have... Recombobulator, so it's just more than fine. That is tempting, but I don't think taking it's a good idea. Yes. Big yes onto you. And then if we're taking 2, it's obviously these 2. So yeah, maybe we should have found a good damage base for Activator, but I feel like this run honestly is even stronger for the fact that it proves that you don't actually need a solid damage basis on Activator for it to already be pretty amazing. Also, I suspect this Rubber Orb is going to be just generally pretty nuts, isn't it? Okay, am I even going to get an opportunity to shoot the Activator? Jesus, man, the activator didn't even matter. Oh, wow. I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, we have such amazing bomb synergy stuff. I mean, this is the reason why we didn't choose Pegulations. Sure. So I really like the new activator. I think it's amazing. I think it was really, really good this run. But as you saw, it didn't matter for the end there whatsoever, like, at all. Which is kind of scary because Rubber Zombie is just a really good ult. Like, I know that I do perhaps like bouncy and extra bouncy, well, and super bouncy, perhaps more than I should. But it really works. Like, it's just so, so good. The bubble that we picked up was certainly nice, despite the fact that I barely even upgraded it, but it was still giving me amazing value. Honestly, I thought it was level 2 with just how much it was doing. Because, yeah, there were some shots where it would hit maybe, what, 2, 3 bombs, but even then, still very good. Obviously, this run was very much built off of the sash proc early on, and getting that to properly line up, it was very nice. We didn't actually have a solid healing source to bounce back after falling down that low. But it turns out we didn't actually need to do it that much. Although, fighting those slimes was extremely nice because they only dealt 1 damage, and the second sash proc, they were dealing 0 damage, which is exactly where you want to be. We probably even had a decent amount of max health towards the end there, thanks to grinding Monster. Yeah, first person with Jessica Shell was just amazing. They were into followed by Serenades Fate. And as you saw, like Serenades Fate is a really good second boss passive, but as a first boss passive, it's much more questionable, especially on something like Experimento, where multiple is very common. Obviously, Machuska Shell was a big contributor to the Serenades Fate only having 8 charges left, but still. We had 6 forms of refreshing on the board, and then whatever counterfeit crits counts as, like that's probably what, like 6.7 or something. Somewhere around 6.7 to 7 is what I hazard a guess at is our like refreshing power, not including stuff like refresher. Yeah, I wanted to do a run with these guys, and it really worked out. Like Activator was amazing. I really appreciated Activator, especially early on. It was nice to just have it early on, although it did kind of mess up that early store. That early store was tough, tough choice, but made up my mind in the end. Instigator was very nice to pick up. I do like Instigator quite a lot, especially once I got it to level 3. The fact that Instigator was level 3, Activator was level 2 is really, really nice. And yeah, that choice early on for that Ambidextionary, that was perfection. It was 100% the right call, and it totally worked out. And obviously, Rubber Orb is just an amazing orb. It's like Splat Orb, but slightly worse, but slightly better. Um, Obviously, a big part of what makes Splat Orb so strong is, sorry, Splat Orb, Rubble. A big part of what makes Rubble so strong is the fact that it's common, which means you can really easily find it, and it's a really good damage basis for basically all classes. Rubber Absorb is definitely very appreciated on Fermenter, definitely. And obviously, I think you can still find it on Peglin Tuition, but it's way harder to. And yeah, I mean, you saw how much damage it dealt to the super, or whatever you want to call the boss. Basically obliterate him and allow Refilibuster to come and clean up the rest of it. And there would have been a ton of bomb damage too. I really like the new Perfected Reactor. I don't think it's too strong, mostly because of Crucible 12. When you're not playing with Crucible 12, though, it definitely feels like it's a passive which actually does something, which is honestly where I think it should be.